Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 91, day 5. So today, we have ourselves a blue Guild War day. And what's kind of interesting about blue Guild Wars is, or at least this week, this is the first time, well technically Red Day could have done it too, though I don't feel like the teams were as good for it. But it is the first time we're going to be using Flask. I should have a team right over here. Where did I save it? Only problem is I have no clue where I put it. I know I have several Flask teams. Where's the pure? That's not what I wanted. Fail. Also, I got Ritz today. That's one part of a what's it called? A Imperial. Is it under Top the Moon? Because I never renamed them yet for the thing. No. Scroll Reborn. One of them here. Well, we did end up making a pure red, didn't we? Oh no. That was a cheap Goblin team. There's our pure blue. So this is what we're going to be rolling with today for Blue Guild War. It is a Flask-oriented team. We have our Cleanse with Queen Beatrix, Mistralis for the enchant. We got a Grey King doing most of our damage, and we have Flask tanking for us with Monk, while just basically just being able to constantly get Flask back up. Gonna see how it scores. Has the potential to get a lot of mana for our team. Has the potential to really scale above the enemy. Biggest issue will be starting mana. We have no Empower on this team, so any of the double Empower teams are going to be exceedingly annoying to deal with. But we do have Cleanse, we do have some tankiness, we do have some ways to work around it, so hopefully starting boards won't be too bad to us. Starting board will dictate a lot with this team though, due to how it is set up. Also, I should probably set up my traits to be slightly different. No, actually extra blue is perfectly fine for it, never mind. Yeah, we'll stick with that. And we should be good to go. Let's just go and use this. Also, I need to rename this, Blue Flask, just so I know where it is. Blue Flask shall be our team. But anyways, hello Bill, who has made it here first. Hello Imperial, hello Hung, hello Tyrion. I know, this Saturday for me is, oh no. It's just been a very weird day for me so far. But we're here, a little late though. But we are indeed here. Still haven't been able to get the videos up, and we weren't able to do the other stream. I just got so preoccupied with other stuff because I slept in a little bit. And that just threw off my whole day. But we're here now. But anyways, hello Sushi Ninja, hello Poing, hello EG, hello Roman, hello Kaki, welcome. I always hate when I oversleep. Anyways, anything else we need to modify? That's, I'm pretty sure the right banner. 20%, yeah, we'll need the 20% because here the one bad thing about Monk doesn't actually have a half mana to start. So we are going to have to utilize that 20% there. But anyways, let's go do Guild Wars. See what happens. So far we have lost one. You would think we would lose today, but there's a guaranteed chance we win because we are up against the third lowest in our bracket. Also, we're a little bit higher for once. So why do you just keep doing that? There we go. But why does it keep... Oh gosh, I really need to get a new mouse. Tonight, I need to go order a new mouse already. This one has lived past its days. The scroll thing doesn't work, and it keeps having a weird, like, double click. Not sure why this mouse died in, like, a year. It's actually the quickest I've ever had a mouse die. Like an actual quality one. Because the other one wasn't... It lasted way longer. Also, the previous version of this mouse I'm using now, I still have, and it's been going for almost a decade now. Like 8-9 years. It's been going forever. This one, the more recent one, dies within like a year. Go figure. But anyways. Hey, we're not in the middle for once. Let's go get Guild Wars done. So, we're up against Strat Jim. We've been up against him quite a few times. Looks like he accidentally set his offensive team on his defense, so that should make this quite a bit easier. Because that does not seem like a defend team. Or maybe it is. I don't know. That just seems like a weird team in general. Even if you were doing offense, that's not really a team you would use. You're using Apothecary with nothing to feed Brown? I'm not quite sure what that team is. Like, sometimes they say that and then they, like, decimate us. But no, I, like, truly do not understand what that team is. The one that we're up against right now. Oh, at least a free, easy first win. We got Grey King, so obviously Grey King really good if the enemy has a lot of the same color. And, well, his entire team is blue. So that should work out. Just double check one last time that it is indeed Blue Day. This is kind of an off-blue shirt. I have, like, blue or blues, but they're currently need to be washed. Oh, so hello, Jamie. Hello, Isabel. Welcome. And hello, Eric. Welcome. Okay, we'll go for red right off the bat. Get that rolling. We need another red. Get that rolling. He's gonna just convert like crazy. Luckily, we can just cleanse everything off. We have Beatrix ready to go. If we really want to, we can make this a not a Flask team and just make it an infinite Beatrix auto wins team. which at this point might be the setup. Though, just in case we miss, I'm going to target blue right here. This will make sure he can't do anything, and we might not even need Flask. Good old Beatrix. Gray King got a little bit lucky since the entire enemy team was blue. Made that a bit easier. Here's a real team. Feed everything in the Zugoff build. So we got to kill that Zugoff very quickly. Unfortunately, this team does not have a way to focus too much. Gray King kind of can. It's like we'll probably want to target purple when we do our first move. However, still a little sketchy. He has a resummon option. Honestly, I feel like those resummon options aren't too good for Guild Wars. I've had it on my defend teams and haven't seen much success. I've seen it on enemy teams, and unless it's like a really specific build, it doesn't tend to work out that well either. So there's the first instance we actually get to use Flask. Unfortunately, not too much of a setup. I can go do that to try to get a setup, and we do. Perfect. Okay, that worked out actually amazingly, because now we get to destroy all the purple while also getting purple back on the board. And no extra turn for it, obviously, because we didn't end up destroying it there, but we can end up going for this again. Getting all three blue potions right next to each other. Wow. Yeah, when that thing bursts luck, it can really burst a lot of luck. So we're going to do all the guarantee extra turns first. And by all the guarantee extra turns, I mean literally just the one we did. Actually, then again, we can go for a Flask here. Should probably get that down. Flask already back up. Gosh. Oh, we'll go do another Mistralis. Well, the main objective is already dead. Got a Flask down. We end up getting our purple there. I guess all the mana we need. We'll do another Flask because, yeah, why not? We can target blue here. Which seems kind of tempting. One nice thing about destroying all the color is we end up doing all the potions get destroyed as well. So that's going to guarantee happen. Like if we target green right here, we're guaranteed going to pop all the greens. However, oh no, we overwrit them all. Wait, even normal greens can overwrite it, or was it all the browns that overwrit them? That's not good if it can. I have to kind of target purple here. Unfortunately, targeting purple here will not give us full mana. I think we do it because any follow-up from there is pretty much a dead. We got our enchant, so they'll have full mana next turn. I guess we just take a green here. Beatrix is already enough to kill, so let's go for that, and he's dead. A little bit of a weird instance near the end there, but I'll take it. Of course, it wasn't supposed to happen. He got his resummon off of 35%. Let's see. Is this Sunday? Did I sleep that long? No, just kidding. No, it's Saturday. I was like, wait. In some time zones, it's probably Sunday right now. But I was like, wait, did I lose track of time that hard today? That it is already Sunday? But no, it's Saturday in my time zone. I was going to say. Let's see. We'll throw that down. I'll take a blue Flask there. Take our other blue Flask. Settle that roller. Do we even want to hit anything here? Why does it feel like every team we're up against today is using a billion blues? He has Impervious though, so we can't get as much value from disabling out the color on this team. I'm gonna go for Mistralis, and then we go for Flask. I'll go for Flask. Really hope for a blue one. Got red. Red's usable. We'll go for this for now. A little bit weird doing in that order because you can actually end up overwriting the potions, of course. But it's mostly there for the cleanse. Very important to have that cleanse. So if we take out blue, he has nothing to feed the mana into, so I think let's go for blue here. And then just Beatrix kill to the win. I'm doing that just in case we get unlucky with the Beatrix. It would technically have just been better to cast Beatrix twice, but there's a risk we would have missed. And that guarantees we don't. Slightly lower score, but it guarantees nothing bad happens. But yeah, this might just be our new blue guild war. Though we are up against a slightly weaker guild right now. So this might not be a too good of an example, but that's a max tome. That's a standard tome team right there. A little bit of a weird having Aquaticus there. But it's pretty much a standard tome team. They were frozen, so we need an extra turn. Unfortunately, this board has absolutely nothing of value. He has yellow and blue. Luckily, it will not do anything bad. However, I don't want to take that move. Is that the only move we have? Wait. Is the board lacking moves that badly that that's the only move? Because we don't want to do that just in case he gets a good vert there. Luckily, he did not, so we got a bit lucky. I guess we try going for blue Flask. Let him get skull distracted. He's hitting on barrier anyways. Oh gosh, that's a lot of value there. Come on, Monk Hero class, keep tanking for us. No, he wasn't able to tank enough. Gosh, Book. Stop auto-winning so hard. Okay, we don't have cleanse anymore. That's bad. Because now when I take this blue, we die. So I might have to take this blue to the left. That might seem like a weird move, but we can't extra turn anyways, and that makes sure he doesn't get the skull. Plus we get the brown on the side there. Unfortunately, he already had a follow-up, and we lose. Oh, I guess that team does indeed work. Gosh. The book value. The book is vicious in Guild Wars. Gotta be very careful with book. Like this Zugov team that feeds all into an instant Zugov kill might be weaker than Book. Oh wait, never mind. It has Book in it as well. Oh, it's not a max Book though. It's fine. The biggest issue with max Book is it mana drains all of the specific color. So that leads to some very good value. Because when you're up against a pure color team, it just keeps going crazy, constantly getting it over and over again. So luckily we have that cleanse there, so we don't need to worry about that freeze. I kind of want to take a brown here just because the other thing's going to have full mana anyways. Oh, we end up getting Alpha Cascade from Sky. We end up getting purple potions there. Not the ideal color we wanted, but we can make it work. We're going to take this. I think I actually destroy purple here. He has a lot of purple value. Actually, everything on his team except it uses it, and we end up getting 2 purple potions popped. Gosh, try saying that quickly. Purple potions popped, purple potions popped, purple potions popped. But that happened, and then we just do that. Get that down, get our other thingy. Should be a perfectly fine battle. We could actually just go for purple again. But we don't have any potions to pop. We do in blue now. We'll go for another. What do I want here? I want to go for potion again and see what color we get. We got blue. That makes me very tempted to target blue right now. I think we shall, because the chance of hitting an extra turn is so absurdly high from the follow-up there. And that's basically just dead. That is a dead. There we go. Oh, that went a lot smoother than the other one. There we go. Unfortunately, another loss, however. Over 8,000. Wow. Potion's probably really good. 8,052 with 1 loss. That is extremely high score for a 1 loss. Yeah, Potion has it. We'll definitely need to mess around with it next Blue Guild War. This is our permanent new Blue Guild War. Let me go replace it. What was our previous Blue Guild War? Oh, yeah, this is our new Blue Guild War now. We're going to run Potion. I'm not sure about Red yet. But for Blue Day, it's pretty much the same premise, just different build. Like it's focused on Blue Potion, or Flask instead of Celestial Flask instead of Rope Dart. Well, the new Rope Dart is here. No, Rope Dart's still better than it in most situations. Though there are some situations where Flask will be better. And that is definitely one of those situations. It feels weird with Queen Beatrix, though. Queen Beatrix seems a little out of place. However, its cleanse is just so important against freeze teams that I think we have to keep it like that. Unless there's another blue cleanser that I'm not aware of that's insanely good. The Beatrix is like the best cleanser in the game, so I doubt there's something better under blue. Actually, Voice of Orpheus, what color is that? But then again, you have to take yellow for Voice of Orpheus. It doesn't even use blue, so yeah, you can't. Wasn't sure if one of its third colors used blue. Actually, I actually forgot. One of his colors is red. That's actually kind of surprising because it's a pretty defensive option, and normally red doesn't have anything too defensive. It has like some, but compared to other colors, it's one of the most lacking colors in defensive options. One of the reasons why Red Guild War is so annoying sometimes. Well, it ends because it's Guild War. Is that the paid weapon? Yes. Unfortunately, there's really no way to get this weapon aside from money, which is kind of unfortunate. It will be available. Well, that's true. Currently, at this exact moment in time, the only way to get it is money. It's from getting to the 300 on the current battle pass thingy, whatever you want to call this. But it will be available for free. 2 Bright Forest events for now. So there's going to be a Bright Forest event in 6 weeks, 7 weeks. That Bright Forest event will not have Celestial Flask. However, the Bright Forest event after that Bright Forest event, which could be, several months, it's probably like sometime next year, will have Celestial Flask. So it's not permanently pay locked. However, to get it in any reasonable amount of time, yes, it does require money. Otherwise, it will not be available for several months from now. So if you're playing free to play, it'll be quite some time before you can get Celestial Flask. However, Rope Dart's perfectly fine. Like in most situations, Rope Dart's going to be stronger anyways. And that you can get whenever the next Pride Lands event rolls around. Though, actually, I believe there is one coming around soon after this season, if I'm not mistaken. There's one around the corner. Anyways, so we did that. Let's go and mess around with, the goblins must have written the books because it just loops like crazy. I know, right? They might as well all just be renamed goblin books or something. Anyways, we did that. It is, new doggy over here. Well, not new doggy, but, my guild ended up getting one active. So let's go for this real quick. Grab the little doggy. Gonna need that resource. I think we need like, what, 13 more copies or something? Something absurdly high. We're just on the screen. I forgot what number it said. We need 23. Oh gosh, even worse. So we definitely want to pick this up. What do we need here? I'll throw that down. Also, I wasn't able to do it today, but tomorrow I should have time to finish the Darkest Dungeon. I was going to do that today, but then things came up. But tomorrow we should be able to do it. And end up doing that midday. Probably around noon or so. As far as midday streams. Let's see. I'll throw that down. Oh yeah, you definitely don't need Celestial Flask to win Blue Guild War Day. There's so many other teams that can be used. I'm just using it now because it's a newer option. And it's so similar to my previous team anyways that might as well. It's basically just the previous team I was using. But instead of using Rope Dart and Apothecary, we're using Flask and Beatrix. It's the same premise of team. Like, 2 of the troops are the same. We're just changing how we accumulate mana and cleanse on the team. But the premise of the team is still the exact same of what I was using with Rope Dart. Still can't believe we lost one, though. But, yeah, you gotta be careful with those things. Guild War is vicious sometimes, especially with those books. Also, hello, Sabertooth Rat. Hope was Vanessa hello to. Hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. Hope all you've been doing well. Let's see. We'll throw that down. What do we need? Grab some red right over there. Get our explosion. And that should be hopefully enough to kill. Oh, so once we clear out this pet, we'll go ahead and add a code. Still haven't done that yet. Get our split kill there, hopefully. What are you doing surviving with 3 HP? Luckily, we had the burn on it, so it's going to die instantly. It might not seem like it, but Phoenicia does have a final trait. I know she's used pretty much entirely for her ability, but she does have the capability of burning at the start of every turn at a 50% chance. It's not even fully unique, because for whatever reason, they give another troop that has the exact same ability for whatever reason. But, yeah, it's a really bad ability. It's why I'm always concerned with fully meddling her. I did, just because it's so useful in the current state of the game. However, if she ever falls off meta, she will never be used again. Just because her final trait is so ridiculously bad. Like, when some mythics fall off meta for their casts, like, you know, you still have their final trait. But when it comes... Oh, good, we got 3 copies. Not enough to do anything, but that's still a lot. But, normally when a mythic or something falls off a meta, like, at least it still has the final trait that might be unique, or generally they all are unique. But hers isn't even unique, nor is it even any good. So, kind of unfortunate, because once something comes around that has a better ability than her, she's basically never going to get used again, which is kind of unfortunate. So that's not what I want. Let's go Phoenicia. Yeah, we should have a video going up on Flask, hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow. I've been meaning to all week, and it just keeps getting pushed back. I kind of want to cover Iron Gut real quick as well. It's because Iron Gut's in Soulforge this week, and he's just such a good option. I feel like I cover an Iron Gut video almost every single time he comes in Soulforge. Always one of the more relevant one that's kind of worth covering. Kind of like if Iron Hawk came around, we'd also cover a video for that. Just because of how meta it's been. Particularly because of Nomapalooza. Yes, the new weapon's really good. It's definitely top 20. It's arguably top 10. I haven't tested it enough, though, to really know for sure. I still feel like even if we're covering a video on it, I still haven't tested it enough to really know. There's just so many things you can do with it. The most effective I've seen is using it with Zugaf, though, I think. Just because Zugaf already covers so many colors and it gets such good value. There's quite a few different ways that you can end up building around it. Even this team I kind of want to end up revamping. Wait, did I just click on the same team twice? I think I did. Wait, are they both so similar? Wait. What? Why is my moon and the other one so similar? That's weird. Oh, one's with Mistralis and Thrall. The other's with Zugaf. I don't need to change that. Those 2 teams are too similar. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can end up doing it. I don't know. I kind of like it with Mistralis. I'm not sure about the other one. I'm not sure about this one. Not as big of a fan as the other one. What else do we have? Oh yeah, this was the cheap team. It did use epics though. Not sure if I can make it any cheaper. Just trying to go off a Goblin Rocket while still using every color. Still having it disable while still having board clear. Because he uses no legends, no mythics. And then of course Blue Flask, which we used for Guild War today. And I thought it was pretty good. We did have a little bit of an issue with Infinite Book, but almost any team would have had an issue with Infinite Book. That's more so Infinite Book being broken than that weapon being weak. It's more so just Book being ridiculous when it's in a pure color situation. Oh, you're talking about the new monster weapon? The new monster weapon's meh. It's worth getting for the sake of having. Though it's not like so exceptionally good that it's like a must-have. But you might as well get it. It's only 210 gems this week. It's worth getting. Plus helps your guild get to the end if you haven't already. Which, speaking of that, I think my guild might have already done that. Let me go double check. I'll check after dungeons. Then we'll go hand out a code. Yeah, we might not even need to do our battles, but I might just do one battle just to kind of show the team. Because I didn't get to show it last night. Because we did all of our battles in the morning. I already had them done earlier. Alright, dungeons have been eliminated. Also, we're still 666 on the level there. It's funny. Anyways, so as far as invasions, we are indeed done. However, I did just want to show the team real quick. So, of course, we got a new weapon. You can get this for 210 gems underneath the shop if you buy up to tier 3. This is advised because it helps get your guild to have all the stages done if you don't already have them all done. Plus, you want to go at least to this point, having completed this one. Because if you do, you end up getting 65 gems and an orb as well. So even if your guild is done, you still want to make sure you do that. But yeah, double sharp tooth, Fang, and Apophysis. This Fang is the weapon that we end up getting from this current event. Advise getting it. It's not a must-have, but for only 210 gems, it's good to have for collection purposes, so you don't have to get it later. Doesn't Flask double block Zugoff? Yes, but you're getting so much mana that it doesn't matter. Because once you pop the Flask on any of its colors, you're basically getting infinite mana. Which is very useful for it. But this thing, of course, gives a random stats effect to all monsters. Also helps us mana generate. Also summons a monster, though, for this particular thing, it won't really matter much. Yeah, that's pretty much the team. Wins very quickly. Kills all the towers. Has that little monster bonus. Very few teams outside this kind of event that you'd really use this weapon for, though. Monsters aren't really too common of a typing that you'd really bother going out of your way for. Luckily, this current troop is one of the best one of the best invasion troops in the entire game, which is rather convenient because it makes doing this quite a bit easier. Should probably take that skull first. Also, I think we already have skull alignment to kill it, but there we go. We already won, and we have full mana on everything, and we have a bunch of random stats effects from the thing. Yeah, that's pretty much all we have to do. Though we already did all of our battles, so we don't need to anymore. We got a new title, Sudden but Inevitable Betrayer. And we end up getting an orb that is hopefully a power, right? Power? That is definitely not a power. Gotta use this orange. Alright, how's the other event doing? Yay, the other event's done too. Oh, we don't even need to touch it. Perfect. And we get Stone Cold, as well as an extra token. However, the most important thing is this blue orb right here, right? Yeah, kind of. We got a purple. Better than the orange, at least. Could have been better, could have been worse. I'll take it. So what's the current flash offer? Oh, that's useless. Nothing interesting. Okay, so I guess we'll go hand out a code, and I'll probably go do a bunch of explore farming. Let's see. Did I collect the mail? What orb did I get? Oh, I think it was orange. It wasn't a blue or purple. I remember that. It's one of the two useless ones. I already collected it earlier. Yeah, sometimes I like to save it for stream, but normally whenever I log in, I'll like just collect all rewards at the beginning of the day, and when I do that, obviously that claims the orb as well. So normally that orb does not get shown on team. Sometimes I remember not to claim all, but it's normally just a force of habit. At some point throughout the day, we'll take a tribute to be like, oh, yep, I'll go and just claim all. I am looking for my codes, and I cannot find them. Where'd they go? There they are. They're hiding on me. Okay, we'll go over here, grab this. I thought it was separated for a second. That part of the L looks so thin. Let's see, we'll put this over here. I'm not sure why it looks so thin in that text document. It looked like a 1, or you know, like a vertical just like line, even though it's a capital L, because the other part looks so thin in it. Where on earth is the code section? I have bookmarked. There it is. Put that there, put that there. And here you guys go. There is the code used on gemsawar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is where you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters start with LT. And give same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 10,500 gold. Only usable in PC mobile version of the game. But there you guys go. Enjoy. And definitely feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But anyways, how have you guys been doing? My weekend has been very weird so far. Well, hopefully tomorrow's schedule should be a little bit back onto normal. And we'll do Darkest Dungeon. We'll have the videos go up, hopefully tonight. And then tomorrow night we'll have our normal Gems of War stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is an hour prior to now. Well, at this point, half an hour prior to now. Anyways, let's go do some farming. That is not where I want to go. All the main objectives done. So let's go get some Zoogoff tokens. Should we go run Flask? Wait, would Flask actually be viable? Is Flask more viable than Slayer now? You know what? I haven't actually tried yet. Let's go see. There's a possibility Flask build might be better. Where on earth are the teams I want to go check? Not those. Blue Flask, Raw Reborn. One of these two I want to go replace. Where's the one that had this one? Okay. Let's go try to make something work here. We obviously want Thrall. We obviously still want something like Slayer class. Which is kind of funny because it actually says Slayer class on it. Let's see. Because that was the class event this Thursday. And now we just need like Leprechaun or something. Like something that gives us that initial mana. So what did I replace by doing this? We replaced, not Rope Dart, Flamerefer. So let's go change our banner. Because we need a +2 purple. Into probably blue. Purple blue. I don't want a -green ideally. -yellow seems good. City of Thieves. Alright, let's see what happens. Cast Leprechaun. Get everything rolling. Cast Thrall. Flask like crazy. Zoogoff, 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 Zoogoff win. It's the same premise. It should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. It blocks Zoogoff too much? I don't think so. It might look like we are. But with how mana works on this team, it shouldn't really block him that much. Because he already has full mana. Like, it looks like we're blocking him. But we're really not blocking him. Yeah, this might actually be new meta. Hold up. Flask might actually be better than I initially thought. I never tried bringing it into Explore 12. This is actually a really good weapon. It might be the quickest weapon now for running Explore 12. Okay, it's probably top 10. I lied when I said top 20. I wasn't 100% certain, but yeah, it's definitely top 10. Oh no, unfortunately it can crate yellow. This team does not want to crate yellow. Luckily it doesn't crate brown, but we do not want it crating yellow. The only problem here is, gosh, stop creating yellow! We can get RNG'd. Still can get hit by that RNG. That's still really amazing though. Even with bad luck, that pacing's still good. Team code? I can get you guys the team code. I would have to go open up YouTube though, because I don't have a way to copy paste on this screen. Let's see. Where on earth is the YouTubes? To the YouTube. Alright, where's our channel? Oh, there's our channel. Let's see. It has an ad on it. Dun dun dun. Okay, where's the team I'm using right now? Oh yeah, I can't copy paste it to you guys, can I? Because I'm currently playing. Or in a match. Okay, as soon as we finish this match, we'll go and get that to you guys. But yeah, we'll be showing it in the video as well. This thing's insane. Okay, here's the team. I'll go get it to you guys in chat. Let's call it Zoogoff. Zoogoff Flask. There you go. There's the team. This should be the right one. Ha, I beat Cookie. But thank you, Cookie. Greatly appreciated. I beat you by, like, literally a second now. Oh, wait, that's weird. On that one screen, it shows that I did it before you. But on the other screen, it shows that you did it before me. That's weird. But there you go. I should have taken that free skull poke. Whoops. Hello, Barbara! Welcome! Hope all's been well. Hope the weekend's been going well. Also, hurricane season. Gotta be careful out there. I really hope no hurricanes hit me this season. It might be the unexpected trip we still have to do this year. Not last year. Well, last year we got really lucky. During like the peak of the pandemic, we didn't have to evacuate. But the 2 years prior, there was forced evacuations from my area. And I really hope we don't have to do that again. It's just so annoying. I'm gonna see if I can end up flying somewhere, because I really don't want to have to stay in a hotel for like a month. I mean, not a month, I mean a week. 1 month would be awful. But if I do have to evacuate again, I am finding a flight out of here. None of the current hurricanes seem to be hitting this area though, luckily. But September is when they normally hit their peak. Late August, early September, mid-September. Hopefully we'll get lucky this year though. Probably should have Flask first. No, that's fine. Just need to get better at using Flask with this team. But with practice, we shall get better. I wonder if the new world record for Explorer will use Flask now. I feel like it will. You need a lot of luck on it though, still. But I'm pretty sure the world record for Explorer is now going to use Flask instead of Flameifer. Flameifer was really never almost used in the run. Like, it was more so a backup crutch. I think the world record run doesn't even use it a single time for the quickest Explorer ever done on Explorer 12. Because it's more so a crutch as a backup rather than something you would actually use. However, in this kind of build, you actually use Flask. Only problem is we can't get that preemptive burn, which is sometimes good for cleaning up that quick kill. Because Flask, of course, does not burn first ally. That'd be very convenient if it did, but it does not. I should already be subscribed to Gen Keef. No, I definitely need to. I've seen quite a few videos. I just haven't, just don't remember if I'm actually subscribed or not. Because I'm currently subscribed with notifications with so many things on that I effectively don't have any of them on because they're all on. Because there's just so many notifications that I almost ignore them. I really should like deactivate the bell on a lot of channels I have marked right now. Because some of them just create content too often, like literally multiple videos a day, to a point that the bell just gets annoying because I have too many people belled who are creating content at too quick of a pace. Let's see, we'll throw that down. I'll get like 5 notifications for just one channel per day, on top of every other one that is marked. As Poing mentioned, definitely feel free to like on stream. Helps out a lot for YouTube algorithm. But yeah, hopefully next update will be good for Gems of War. I believe they were taking beta people. I'm not sure if they still are at the moment. But we should be getting a patch in about 3 to 4 weeks. Probably mid to late September, if that is the case. Not sure if it's closed or not yet. Let me go check the forum. I haven't been checking the forum as much lately. Yeah, I need to. Sometimes important things are said. Let's see. Where's the official news? I'm pretty sure it counts under official news. Was I going crazy, or were they not doing a beta thingy? Or maybe it's not under official news? Because I don't see it here. Unless it got buried already. Nope, I'm not seeing it. This is not under official news. Or maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe they weren't doing a beta thing yet. Could have sworn I saw one the other week. Or like a couple days ago. Anyways. How do you feel about gems these days? Oh, I still love this game. Daily system for it's probably still one of my favorite things. And just a quick paced concept of it in general. But no, I still love this game for running dailies. Still a lot of fun. Still pretty rewarding for the time. Still a lot of changes I wish they would still make. And some of which are done at like a glacially slow pace. Oh, did they pin it all the way at the top? Maybe that's why I missed it. That or it's not marked as official news, which is probably also why I missed it. Let's see, latest. I don't see it. Am I that blind? I am pretty sure I am just that blind right now. Because it's not pinned. Oh, latest beta program. Yes, it is. Hold up. It is pinned. Yeah, 6 days ago. Okay. The thread's not locked yet, so yeah, they are still taking people for next beta. So that means next patch is in about 3 to 4 weeks. Confirmed. Because generally the full beta process is they go, take a bunch of people, then like a couple days to a week later, the beta will actually start. Beta normally goes for like 2-ish weeks or so. And then like another week or two after, it's normally ready to go out. So yeah, sometime September. I'd be very surprised if it dipped into October. But sometime in September, we should be getting a patch. Soon, TM. They haven't done any of the betas for Gems of War for a little over a year now. Though I know enough people in the beta that I can normally find at least some person who's in it that I could just ask everything about. So I kind of can already know everything beforehand. That kind of missed. Hey, we got a treasure map. We need more of those. I'll catch you later, Isabel. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, that's a lot of sigils. Congrats. Good luck on the leaderboard. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, luckily I got past mine. Migraines are really annoying. But yeah, finally I haven't been like coughing or anything lately. Like that's one thing that did go well today. No sniffly nose, no coughing. I think I'm finally better from the seasonal allergies or whatever that was. I have no clue what that was when I was sick for a little while there. Came out of kind of nowhere and lasted for a little over a week. I absolutely hate headaches and migraines. There's almost like nothing you can really do about it sometimes. And there's a lot of things I don't like taking like medication for specifically. And that's definitely one of them. I'd rather just let it go naturally. Because the side effects of quite a few medications, especially like drowsiness and such, just isn't worth taking just compared to having the thing. Just letting it go on its own. I know. I don't think anyone actively likes headaches. It's like, oh, I had such a good headache the last week. True, very true. A brain freeze can feel good sometimes, though. Though that's a kind of different thing. Like, that's one bad thing that can sometimes feel good. Like when you're like so ridiculously hot and then you get a brain freeze and then it's like, oh, that was refreshing. Like it still hurts, but it's like not as bad. Like if it's like 100-something degrees out Fahrenheit and you get a brain freeze, it's like, yeah, it's not as bad compared to like if you get a brain freeze when it's like normal degrees. Let's see, we'll take that out. Please stop creating yellow. Also, green isn't as beneficial either. Do one the Zugolf Menace. He has 3 of them. And you create 5 different colors. The chance is... What is that? Yeah, isn't that a 60% chance? Because it should be weighted evenly. Hey, we got an Anu. Nice. Hopefully we can get an Nisha. I feel like we haven't gotten an Nisha for like a month now. I haven't been farming that much this last month either, but still. Gotten quite a few Anus since then, just no Nishas. Do we go for Flask here? I think it's actually a Leprechaun cast. Save the Flask for when we really run out of mana. Oh, there's no follow-up here. Also, that board is not good. Oh, I never noticed that. Potion activation actually occurs after all cascades have occurred. How have I not noticed that yet? Well, that's an interaction. But yeah, wait till all your cascades are done before it does potion. Which makes it quite a bit stronger. Oh, I could have taken brown for purple extra turn. Whoops. I somewhat saw that, wasn't sure, and then as soon as I like clicked the cast, it's like, oh yeah, that was aligned, wasn't it? Yeah, that would have been an extra turn. I missed it. Also, please stop creating yellow. That's literally the only color it can create that we do not use, because it can't create brown. So any color it creates that isn't yellow, we can actually actively use, and it keeps creating yellow. Because of course it does. There we go. That should be matched. We just do that. It's extra turn for sure, and instead. The extra turn consistency of this is so ridiculously high compared to Flamefer. Not just because it has a guarantee extra turn, but I mean like off of its mana generation itself, specifically. Even just that alone has a higher chance of extra turning compared to Flamefer. Like even right there, we just did more than double the amount of reds Flamefer would have done. Match. Yeah, Flask, new explore meta. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I should show 2 Zugolf teams though. Oh no, Zugolf's not as hard to get these days though. Like it's still hard. It's still one of the hardest troops to get in the game, among one of them. However, ever since Nomapalooza, the difficulty of getting it has substantially decreased. Like it's still ridiculously hard, just much more obtainable compared to how it used to be. That's still a hard thing to get. Oh no, it's way easier compared to like a couple months ago, that's for sure. Can you fit Blue Storm on this team? No. Because you have to do Slayer Hero class, and that's the only way you could fit in Blue Storm. I guess you could replace out Leprechaun, and you could replace out Leprechaun for any Storm. The only problem with that is if you have a really bad starting board, you won't have any way to recover from it, because one of the reasons for having Leprechaun is it fixes bad starting board, and you wouldn't have an option for that if you got rid of him. Because that's the main thing that Leprechaun's doing. It's not even necessarily for the mana, though the mana is obviously useful as well, but it's mostly to fix the bad starting boards, because you're obviously going to be getting some amount of bad starting boards. Like, this is a perfectly fine starting board that we don't even have to cast Leprechaun for. So if we had something that was not Leprechaun there, this battle would actually have been quicker without Leprechaun, because we might actually cast Leprechaun 0 times this battle. You know what? This might be an instance where double Zugolf actually isn't bad. As weird as that may seem. Might we finally craft a second Zugolf? I really feel like I shouldn't. But I have been talking about how much easier it is to get Zugolf. I have enough to craft like 2.5, I think, troops like that, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely a lot of them. We could. There's nothing stopping us. We'll see. If we do, it's definitely not going to be today. But it's something I might consider over the next couple weeks. We might actually craft a second Zugolf. Because Flask, Thrall, double Zugolf would actually work. We have so much mana accumulation that it would work. My biggest concern is just on the battles where you do go a bit slower. In which case Leprechaun's fine. I'm pretty sure we'll just stick with this. Like, even if double Zugoff is quicker, it is so marginally quicker. If it even is quicker. Because the amount of wins it would get per hour is pretty much the same that we're using now. Kind of like the whole situation on getting like a third Ferris Raw. Like, it's just not really needed. And that second Zugoff is still probably not really needed. Please stop creating yellow. Why must you do this constantly? Literally the only thing we need it not to do, and it keeps doing it. Yeah, 15 for these debate on it. I don't know. I'm probably going to wait until next patch and then make that determination. Because there could be things in next patch that could also tweak how we might want to do things with resources. But no, I don't think a second Zugoff's required for this team. I'm perfectly fine with how this team functions without a second Zugoff. Oh, why did I do that when we have Thrall? Whoops. I keep forgetting that even gives him 1 mana. That's one of the byproducts of that weapon, which is pretty useful. It gives 1 mana to all allies. That might not seem like a lot, but if you're 1 mana short of having full mana, that's ridiculously good. In the case of Thrall, that's very common, because of how low his mana cost is. Oh yeah, I do have Firestorm currently. I can double check what else we have. I don't think it has a good alternate storm though. It helps get his Flask mana though a little bit quicker. I don't know, I don't mind Red Storm on this. We'll go double check its other options. I don't think it has a better option though. Because Red Storm and Blue Storm would effectively do the exact same thing. Though based on the banner we have set, theoretically Blue Storm would actually be better. So if it has Blue Storm, I guess we switch to Blue Storm. I don't think it has... actually, it does have Blue Storm. Okay. Yeah, Blue Storm would be better than Firestorm. Mostly because of the banner we have set. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's roll that. Okay. But yeah, it is actually stronger with Blue Storm. You are correct. Also because of a banner choice. Oh, why did I not take purple? That would have been way better. Please let me cast. Thank you. Do all 34? I know, some people have been suggesting that for me for a while now. We might do it at some point. Take the Explore difficulty at 14 for every single location, and then claim them all at once. And then get a bunch of loot all at once. That's been suggested a lot of times, and we've actually never bothered getting around to it. I'm not sure we're going to do it this weekend, but we definitely need to do it. So what does AOP stand for? But yeah, we've been getting that suggestion for months, and I've actually still have not done it yet. We need to. We just haven't been doing that much Explore lately. That definitely sounds like something we should do. At some point. Not this weekend, though. I'll put it down. Because there's going to be a lot of loot at once. The only problem is it would require us to go through 34 whole explores, which takes 3 hours, I believe, 4 hours. We definitely have to dedicate a whole stream to it. Like, we'd have to specifically have a stream that's literally just dedicated to doing every single kingdom once. And that's just the whole stream, is during the stream. Oh, well, how did that move the wrong way? But during the stream, we just go and do do all the explorers once. I was the first person on the forum who suggested doing thing. I can't remember who the first person in our chat is who suggested it. It was so long ago. Because that was before I took the first break, when we went to Chicago. Like, someone suggested it even prior to then. Can't remember who it was, though. I'll definitely need to do it, though. I even do it multiple times. Not on one stream, though. If we're doing it, it's only going to be once during a stream. But we might do multiple streams of it at some point. That'd be good to do on a Friday morning stream, too. On the days that don't have as much going on. Like, Bounty Hunter events and the new faction events, those take longer. Like the new faction event we have next Friday. But things like raid and invasions, they take short enough that instead of covering raid or invasions, or, you know, we'll briefly cover it and then do it more in the nightly stream. But instead, we could end up doing just a stream of just Explore pretty much. And do one of every Explorer in the game. And make that the stream. I just took it that way because either way it would have killed, even though we got less skulls. Wanted to get the mana. Not like we need the mana, but nothing else. That skull probably got used for something there. Hey, we got another Anu-Metal. Nice. 2 Anus. Still no Nishas. They're being elusive. I could have cascaded into Brown there. Oh gosh, Lycanthropes. Don't you dare. Luckily we popped it. Also apparently on something that has immune. But then again, don't all undead have immune? So almost everything here has immune to Lycanthropy. Pretty much the whole kingdom is immune. Which is kind of a good thing because you actually don't want them to necessarily transform from Lycanthropy. Especially if they transform into something that has immune to burn. But then again, I don't think they have traits when they transform like that. I know a player-owned one would. But I think with AI it's a little bit weird because they don't have their traits active or something. Because it only has whatever's needed for the kingdom or something like that. I don't believe they transform with traits on. Players do though, if you're doing it in like PvP or something. But different game modes are a little bit different with how the AI will do it or not. Like I think in factions they do, but in Explore I think they don't, if not mistaken. 100% on that though. It's not too important of an interaction. That would be very annoying if it does happen, we're using like a Zugoff build, they didn't have immune to burn because of transform, and it's like, oh well, that's unfortunate. I don't think it happens in Explore though. What medals do you have equipped right now? 20% mana start into 8 magic. 8 magic is just for Thrall. You could go Seasons, but if you already have enough to one-shot, you don't need Seasons. If your Slayer hero class is one-shotting everything, you do not need Seasons medal. If it isn't, then you do. Like, if the difference between having Seasons equipped is you killing or not killing the enemy, then you definitely want them equipped if it means you do kill. But if you're already killing them with your natural damage, you don't need Seasons set. And you can go extra magic just so Thrall does more destroy, which allows them to mana accumulate further. Also, they better not nerf Thrall. It's been meta for so long. It's going to be such a devastating nerf. Like, it makes sense it would get nerfed. But at this point, they kept it unnerfed for so long that they just need to permanently keep it this overpowered. It's just been such a staple of the game the last couple years. Especially since medals came out around 2 years ago. There's just been such a meta related to the game. Also, honestly, that's probably the last like ultra big patch that I really thoroughly enjoyed that they've done. Was the 2019 patch that added medals. Because that's what did the Explorer rework and you know, gave us all the medal interactions to begin with. Let's go for one more. Hopefully we'll get something good. Does the game allow you to have over 100 Myth Stones? 1,000 Myth Stones? Yes, it allows you to have infinite number of Myth Stones, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it has any cap. The thing that normally consumes it is when you end up completing out the battle. But no, there's no cap to how many Myth Stones you can have. I don't believe there is. I don't see why there would be. Getting above 100, or getting above 200 isn't that common though. Because if you're playing the game normally, it would never actually go above 200. But there are ways to just keep stacking your myth stones over and over again. But does it cap? I don't recall it ever capping. So I've never really done anything where it could possibly cap. Yeah, all stats in the game are capped at 1,000. But most resources don't have any cap in this game. And their other game they do, they kind of learn from Gems of War, like, yeah, we should probably cap some of these things so people don't get infinite resources too quickly. Which is very annoying in that game because their caps are really brutal. Because they don't know how to do caps properly. Because they never needed to. Because Gems of War basically has a cap on nothing. Yeah, and the only cap you have is 1 per kingdom. Or, you know, setting it up to be per kingdom. You soon will have more than 34. I can't believe they teased us this earlier this year, like, yay, we'll add more kingdoms, and then we still don't have any new kingdoms. How could they? Honestly, if they ever say they're going to do anything, 2 years is like the minimum before they actually do it. Unless some kind of miracle happens. So we still got to wait a little over a year before we get another kingdom, probably. I'm not sure why that is. But anytime they ever say anything's going to happen, it is like 2 years before it does. I know game dev takes like a while, but still. I still eventually want to make my own game at some point. Probably multiple. I've been wanting to practice. I just keep not having time with all the other things I want to be doing. Let's see. I'll take that over. Gems of Tacit. I'm not even sure if I would make a match 3 game. Like, the main type of game I would likely want to make is more like an RPG kind of style game. You know, like turn-based RPG. And likely a single unit rather than a team, because it's really annoying doing stuff like that. Like the balancing on it. And also just it's easier to learn initially. The Darkest Tacit. Honestly, I could see myself making a game somewhat like that if I did. Not anywhere near as good as Darkest Dungeon, but like an ultra difficult game that's turn-based like that. Like if I was to make something, it would definitely be along those lines. I remember when I was a kid, I used to make on paper like these little games out of just, that was like RPG style. That was literally just like a bunch of stats and you just keep gaining levels by fighting a bunch of enemies. It was scaled really low too. I honestly like the really low scaling. Like even lower scaled than Darkest Dungeon is. Though I think the second game might actually be scaled a little bit lower. But when I say like lower scaled, I mean like single, like almost how like Gems of War was when it was released. Like single digit numbers going up to like double at absolute max. Never hitting triple really. Like that kind of range for the game. Because I feel like it's easier to understand compared to games that go into the thousands. I know one game that I played in the last couple years that kind of makes it really confusing. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like during the end game, numbers just get so ridiculously large that they basically mean nothing. I really honestly hate that in some games. Like that game was a really good game, don't get me wrong. Like insanely good. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is actually coming out in the next few years too. In the next like, year or two. There's some leaks on it. I didn't look at them yet though. But what was I saying? But yeah, whenever you go like too big with numbers, they start to lose their meaning. I really hate that in a lot of games. Like Slay the Spire does that pretty well. Like it does more of the mid-range, kind of like Darkest Dungeon does too. Like not the super low range, but it's low enough that it's like easy to understand. Once you start making numbers too big, they start losing their meaning. Which is probably one of the reasons why Gems of War even did 1,000 cap to begin with. Because stats used to go infinite in this game. At one point. And numbers sometimes just go too high that they aren't as easy to understand. A fast pace with a move timer? No, I absolutely hate move timers. Puzzle Quest 3 does have it, but I can kind of overlook it for the rest of the game. But no, energy system and move timers, they are the worst. The one main reason why I don't mind move timers as much in Puzzle Quest 3 is you have infinite time before you start taking moves. If that wasn't the case, then I would absolutely, like, well, I wouldn't even be playing the game if that wasn't the case. But luckily, you theoretically have infinite time. And 2 seconds might sound like a very small amount of time to take all your moves, but once you start playing it a bit, like, it is like a ridiculous amount of time because you have infinite time prior to taking your moves. So you have to actually think. Like, the way that they implemented it is honestly not bad. Because you have infinite time to think, and then you just have limited time to do your moves. And that's perfectly fine, because the infinite time to think. If it didn't have that infinite time to think, then it would be a problem. But it gives you as much time as you want. And like 2 to 3 seconds is way more than enough time to take your moves. Catch you later, Genki. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Also, I'm probably going to be heading out after this next chest as well. So if anyone says any questions, anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Make sure to go over it. But yeah, if we ever do start doing some attempts at making some ultra alpha games that aren't even like remotely completed yet, that literally have like squares and triangles as assets, I'll make sure to make them public too, so you guys can play. We'll maybe even stream them. It's something I've been wanting to do for ages now. I definitely want to start learning like a coding program for one of them and start kind of dabbling around. A lot of stuff will be very placeholdery and very broken and very buggy. I want to mess around with it, have some fun. Do it maybe even on stream. Maybe not like the actual coding process, but you know, once we have like something that's even remotely workable in like an ultra alpha. And then find some kind of website where you could post it for free. And just let everyone mess around with it. Let's see, we'll throw that down. There's multiple different websites where you can do that. Where it's like free, but you can like leave a tip or something. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Hey, let's go get this final chest. What do I go for here? I'll take the purple over. Then we go straight into Flask. Please stop creating yellow. I have never not wanted to see yellow so badly. This team absolutely despises yellow being created off of that. It's annoying because it feels like it happens like 33% of the time, even though it should be 20% of the time. Or because we're overly looking at whenever it goes wrong. There's no way to double skull there. I was like trying to find a way where we could like skull to skull. Fortunately, there was not. Probably should have flashed there. I'm not sure which one is actually quicker. I think just casting Thralder is quicker. Like, we could have kept it on our turn, but the amount of time it would have taken for all those casts to go by would have been too long. there we go. Now, what chest do we get? Anything? Oh, we have to do this battle. Then we get our chests. Double Nisha, triple Nisha, any Nishas, and Anu at least. I'm not sure why, but it feels like we have a high probability of always ending on Anu. Happens so often. More than the actual drop rate of an Anu dropping. Though we could also end up dropping off of, like, double guard. Nope. This is a useless triple. One of all the lowest 3 rarities. Boo. So we got some upgrades out of them. But anyways, guys. Oh, Trippy's ready. Let me grab that. We were in there so long, I didn't even see Trippy was up. Also, we're almost at 40,000 gems. Though we're about to lose like 2,000 next week because new faction should be next week. So that's going to dip back down to like 35,000. So we'll eventually get back over 40,000. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Should be getting those videos up soon. We'll be doing a midday stream tomorrow at around noon Eastern Standard Time, going and finishing Darkest Dungeon. I was probably still streaming here and there leading up to Darkest Dungeon 2, but as far as the current run that we're on, we'll be finishing that out on stream and going from there. But anyways, and of course our normal time, we'll be doing Gems of War tomorrow night, going over all the spoilers for the week, finishing up any kind of loose ends for the week, and probably doing a little bit more farming with Flask. And that'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now. And then we'll of course have the event video on Monday and start up another week. And next week, as far as side games that we'll be streaming, I'll be doing Pokemon Unite when Blastoise comes out, and we'll be doing Fall Guys when they release the Jungle Book skins from Disney. Or I think they're from the Jungle Book. I think that's what the IP is called. But they're a bunch of different animals from some Disney stuff. Unfortunately, no Lion King stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's Jungle Book. They end up getting a couple characters from there, so that's still a pretty cool pickup that they were able to get. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you later, and hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching, as always.